Predicting the 2022 MLB win totals. Now that the season is basically halfway over after the All-Star break, let's see what numbers of wins that we think that these teams will finish with. Okay, so we need to get started here. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to look at all these teams. I'm going to try to go in the order of who I think is going to get the most wins, and then we'll come down to lesser wins. So taking a look at this, right, I think the team that's going to end up with the most wins, honestly, right now, well, let's see, I think it's going to be the Yankees, right? The Yankees are going to win 100 or more games. They could break the all-time record for most wins in the season. They're on a tear. You can't, there's not much you can say about that. Okay, possible World Series matchup here, Dodgers. They're also going to go over 100. Another team that I think can break the 100 mark, which I wouldn't be surprised if this team did break the 100 mark, is going to be, let's see, where can I find them? We know who they are, the Houston Astros. Is there another team that can break the 100 win mark? Looking at schedule and just trying to think this through, right? I want to say, believe it or not, depending on the moves they make at the trade deadline, the Mets. So those are and I'm only going to say there's going to be 4 teams, which is probably even a lot. Usually you don't have 4 teams that break the 100 win mark, but this season's been kind of weird. So now we're going to come on to the next and see what's going on here. All right. So next we're going to talk about teams that are going to most likely be playoff teams, winning at least 90 games. So we're going to drop the Blue Jays in there. They had a bad first half, below what they expected, but I think they're going to tear it up in the second half. I really think the Blue Jays are going to come on and go on some streaks here, and they're going to be second half winners, and they're going to live more close to their potential of what we thought they would be during the preseason up to the regular season, when they kind of been a disappointment so far. Another team that we're definitely going to put in this category here, which could push the Mets for the division, but I don't think so. I think the Mets are going to have enough to hold on to that division. Of course, that team is the Braves. Okay. And then another team now. This team right here is going to fall just short, but same division. Phillies falling just short of that number. Okay. You get the American League East, I think, is by far the best division. And Tampa's going to come up here and drop into there. And then we're going to keep going here. We'll see what's next. All right. Now, we got to look at some other teams here, right? So I feel like the Brewers, the Milwaukee Brewers, they're going to come up, and they're going to win the division, and they're also, well, I don't know. They should win the division, but they're going to be 85, 87 wins. Okay, next, another team that was disappointing, and I don't think they're going to cut it, honestly, right? This is going to be the Sox. And here you go. Depending on how Tony La Russa does in the second half, let's see if he can get back some of his mojo there. I feel like they got a shot to win that winning games. Okay, and then we're going to keep on looking here and see what else we got. All right, next team, another team, tough division, Padres. They're going to be in that category also, right in there. They're going to right there. Not going to win 90, but they're going to be up there. Okay, next team. This one, definitely surprised. Last year I thought they were going to be a wild card team. This year I think they could be. The Mariners. Gosh, I love Julio Rodriguez. What a great home run derby he had, huh? You got to love that guy. Okay, another team coming on strong, right? They're gonna fall above the 80 mark. That's gonna be the Cardinals. Okay, and then another team. These guys, they play in the tough division. Gosh, and I thought that they would have a better record at this point too, and that's going to be your Boston Red Sox. But I feel like they're going to come up into this category, not by much though. Okay, Twins. The Twins could be a division winner here, depending if the White Sox can put it on. I think they're going to have very, very close calls. Can the Giants bust 80? Yeah, the Giants are definitely going to bust 80 because that's 500, right? So we know the Giants are going to be over 500. The Guardians are going to be over 500. So these are all teams, Now, next we're going to start, we have to come down. Some of these teams just aren't going to cut it, right? Angels, no thanks. Orioles, they've been on a streak. I don't think they're going to get to 500 at the end of the year, though. I don't think they're all American League East teams are going to be above 500. And the Orioles probably be the odd team out there. Okay, Miami Marlins, also got a great pitcher. Maybe Cy Young winner, just not enough to carry him, right? Okay, got to keep going here. We're going to take a look at, let's see, who's going to be next. Well, we got these other teams. These guys started off really hot, and they kind of dropped off a little bit. That would be your Texas Rangers. They'll still win above 70, though. And then your Diamondbacks, I feel like they're a 69 win team. And then your Cincinnati Reds. So for the amount that the Reds started off, I feel like that they've definitely shown some dramatic improvement. You got to remember they started 3-23. They're not going to win 80 games, but they're still not. They definitely are better than they started. They started like the worst team in the league. I do not think they're there yet. The Tigers, that was a disappointment for a season for me. Okay. Then the rest of these teams, I feel like dink, I hate to do it. Dink, and dink. Yeah, so I feel like this is it right here. That's where it's going to be.